Hey guys, welcome back, and I'm gonna do a movie review for you guys today. And this one is on a movie I just recently bought and saw. I hadn't seen it until now, and I watched it today, and I really enjoyed it. And that is Casper: A Spirited Beginning, released in 1997, and it is a direct-to-video movie, and is directed by Sean McNamara. I believe that's how you pronounce it. And this movie uh, is about Casper who ditches on. Um, Spook training, and because of that, he has this evil ghost named Kibosh who basically gets mad and tries to find Casper and bring him to his training. And Casper ends up going away to this town that is struggling, and there's this mansion that people want to have saved, and there's a construction company that wants it to be torn to the ground, and Casper ends up befriending a young kid named Chris who has a complicated relationship with his dad, who's a workaholic and isn't really around for him as much as he would like. And Casper and Chris become best friends, and Casper tries to help Chris build a stronger relationship with his father and to help save the town by keeping the mansion up and going. And that's basically the premise of the movie. And going into it, I think I thought I was gonna like it, and I did. I really did enjoy this one. I know that a lot of people sleep on this one and say it's like a crappy movie and whatever, but I don't think so. And I think that people shit on this one too much. Like that's just my opinion. I know I might get some shit for that in the comments, but I don't care. I said what I said. I'm a Casper fan, and when I say I'm a fan. So I can't really hate on it. And is it the best Casper movie in the world? No. The best one I'd say is the 1995 film, which I have reviewed in the past. It's on my channel, so if you want to see my thoughts on it, feel free to. Um, but I think it's a very good, underrated Casper film, and it is actually a prequel, believe it or not, to the 1995 film. And I bought it because it was cheap, and because it was spooky season, I figured, why the hell not buy it? It's cheap, so I figured, why not? And the cast is pretty good. You got Steven Guttenberg as the father. You have Lori uh, Lulin as Chris's teacher, who is not a fan of Chris's dad at all because he's trying to take down the mansion and he's not around for Chris as much. So, yeah, she's not a fan of him. Ronnie Dangerfield is in here. He plays Chris's dad's boss, and which is funny to see him in there since he had like a little cameo in the first movie. So this one we actually see him in a lot longer, which is nice. And rest in peace to him, of course. He was a funny guy. Michael McKean, and you have Brendan Ryan Barrett and the voices of Polly Shore, who's a ghost named Snivel, and you have James Earl Jones, who is Kabosh, which is the king of spooks. And this is King Kabosh, and this is his henchman Snivel, Polly Shore. And Polly Shore is very funny as Snivel. King Kabosh is a very good villain. James Earl Jones, rest in peace, of course. He was a great actor. I really miss him. I like King Kibosh as the villain. I thought that he did a very good job voicing the character and the way that his lines delivered, and how that he'd get Casper's name wrong numerous times, and Snivel's always correcting him, and he'd get mad at Snivel for correcting him. And here's the back, and here's the side. And here's the disc, and it's a Universal movie, so that's why it has Universal on there. And yeah, this is a newer DVD release version because on the back it says 2021 Universal Studios. So yeah, it's a reprint of the same movie. Uh, and I thought the menu on here looked pretty cool, and you had the music playing and everything. With the theme song they used for this movie, for the Casper theme song, I thought was pretty decent. It's not the best theme song for a Casper movie, but I thought it was pretty good for what it was. It had like a funky, touch to it. I thought it was pretty nice, and the acting for the most part is very good. The guy who played Chris, I think, did very well. He wasn't annoying or irritating at all. That he was just trying to make a friend, and he's always getting picked on by a gang of bullies at school, and you really feel bad for him for that, and also the fact that his dad doesn't have enough time for him all the time, which sucks. Um, and the three ghosts, which are Casper's uncles, they're in this again. Stretch, Fatso, and Stinky, which are very funny. I really like seeing the ghost trio. Yeah, they're really obnoxious and annoying, most of the time, but they're not obnoxious and annoying in a bad way, if that makes sense. Like, you could say the same thing about the 95 film. In the CGI effects, I think they were pretty good in this one. Not as good effects wise as the 95 film, but I still think that the special effects were pretty good. Like all the ghosts look cool. Like in the ghost world, they look pretty cool. Like King Kabosh looked awesome, and Snivel looked pretty cool. Casper looks pretty cool, and the three uncles looked pretty good as well. Um, some of the CGI might be dated in some ways, but that's because it was in the late 90s, like back when they were still trying to, work with it. And because this one had a lower budget compared to the 95 film, you can see why, like, it kind of looks a little bit wonky because of that, but it doesn't bother me. I know some people have a spell about it, but that's not me. I don't care. It's just a movie, so it's what it is. And this has a 4.6 out of 10 on IMDb. I think it's way too low. I think it should be at least like a 6 or 6.5 at least, in my opinion. And we all know IMDb can sometimes be right, but not always right. Um, but I really like the story. Um, I like the relationship between Casper and Chris. I think that they had a really good friendship, and the chemistry between the two is great. And the relationship with the son and the father. I think that the actors did a great job, chemistry wise. Like the characters were good too, but like I didn't really like the fact that like the dad, was more focused on his work more than his son, because that's pretty hard. Because growing up without a dad, I'm gonna feel some sort of way about it. Um, but I think that the movie's very funny. The Ghost Trio, they always are cracking jokes and everything. And of course, there's like, gas jokes and everything like that, which is fine. I know a lot of people say, like, oh, really? Like, do we really have to hear that? That doesn't bother me. I know it does for a lot of people, but to me, it doesn't bother me. And this is one of the ones that we're definitely not going to see a Blu-ray release. Like they just released the original 95 on 4K. We're definitely not going to see this on 4K or Blu-ray. We're just going to have this on DVD and VHS. Unfortunately, movies like this always get the shit into the stick. That and Casper Meets Wendy. We're never going to see a Blu-ray of that. I mean, like you probably should never say never, but I wouldn't count on it, in my opinion. I'm sure a lot of you probably wouldn't count on it either, whether you like the film or you don't like the film. And it runs at a good pace, 95 minutes. And I enjoyed every minute of it. I think that it's a great, family film, and it's not as bad as a lot of people like to make it out to be. Like that's just my opinion, though. I've always liked Casper. I've seen the cartoon show, and I grew up with the original Casper, and I grew up with Casper Meets Wendy, of course, which that's actually a sequel to this one. So I'll review that one in a different video, so stay tuned for that. And I haven't been making a lot of reviews for October, and I apologize for that. There's been a lot of craziness going on with work and stuff like that, so I apologize for those who want to see more reviews or anything, but I'm working on it, so don't worry. But yeah, so Let me know what you guys think of the movie down below. If you like it, if you don't like it, whatever it is, let me know. And if you want me to review something in particular for Halloween, let me know, and I'll try to get to it as soon as I can. If I don't, I apologize, but I'll try to get to it. And yeah, I think it's a great family film. If your kids haven't seen it, I recommend watching it with your kids. Just great fun time. It's just great in my opinion, and I really enjoyed it. I'm glad I bought it. So, if you don't have it, your Walmart will probably have it. Probably this copy too, or you can find it on Amazon. For pretty cheap. That's where I got it from, and yeah, so. Definitely check out Casper: Spirited Beginning. Again, not as great as the original Casper movie, but still very good, and it serves as a prequel to the '95 film, just so you guys know. And a little fun trivia there for you guys. So, yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.